a story told. We moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul.
Yeah, we Lunatik real.
Always on the run.
On the strip like some insights, navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right. Woo! With a brand new secret. Yo, no, listen to the soul star. Pull your orbit that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The voice you can't ignore.
Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told.
Yeah,
we moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul.
The Lunatic Radio Show.
Always on the road.
Skylights in the desert, feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage, making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall in a city that never sleeps.
Yeah,
The radio show keeps spinning, the secrets Vegas keeps.
let the Raiders roll. Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told.
Yeah.
We moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul.
The Lunatic Radio Show.
Always on the road.
The city like splash me, right at the biggest night news on the radio. About to hit another high, everything you wanna know. With the scoop, make it fast. To facts tight, gotta make this moment last. We bringing go, half strip like in the Gannon with style. It's about to get wild.
Let the Raiders roll.
Yeah.
Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. We moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul.
Yeah, we Lunatic real.
Always on the run.
On the strip like some insights, navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right. With a brand new secret. Yo, no, listen to the soul star. Pull your orbit that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The voice you can't ignore.
Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told.
Yeah,
we moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul.
the Lunatic Radio Show.
Always on the road.
Skylights in the desert, feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage, making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall in a city that never sleeps.
Yeah,
The radio show keeps spinning, the secrets Vegas keeps.
let the Raiders roll. Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told.
Yeah.
We moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul.
The Lunatic Radio Show.
Always on the road.
The city like splash me, right at the biggest night news on the radio. About to hit another high, everything you wanna know. With the scoop, make it fast. To facts tight, gotta make this moment last. We bringing go, half strip like in the Gannon with style. It's about to get wild.
Let the Raiders roll.
Yeah,
Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. We moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul.
yeah, we Lunatic real.
Always on the run.
On the strip like some insights, navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right. With a grin.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one, welcome.
They're here.
Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation. Rise, my nation. Rise. This is your nation. This is our nation. This is the Raider Nation. Can you dig it?
What it is, Raider Nation, welcome to another episode of the Lunatic Raider Show, where yours truly, Lunatic Raider, right here on Raiders Allegiance. Yatta. How y'all doing on this beautiful Monday? 4th of July weekend is upon us. As you guys know, I will be doing a jersey giveaway on Friday, most likely around this is what Furious Styles did in Boys in the Hood with them balls. He liked to play with balls, them silver balls. We're doing it. What time I want to do it? I want to do it because I know everybody is going to be, barbecuing and all that shit. Let's make it for 12 noon Pacific. 12 noon. You know what? Because the East Coast. Should I do it at about? Nah, let's do noon. Noon Pacific. 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do, and that's all the show's going to be about, is giving away a jersey. We're going to give away, like I told you, Mr. Otto, extra large jersey, so we can rock it this season, man. So I got another giveaway for you. Shout out to the 2 people that got their Genty jerseys. They got them today. Told you, Lunatic got you, man. Shout out to y'all, man, for real, Raider Nation. And then also we have Clark Arroyo that won the Genty, the first round draft pick raffle that we had for 2 jerseys, man. So salute to you guys. Rock that shit with pride. You feel me? Also today, we're gonna get into it in a minute. Matter of fact, let's get into the world's most dangerous chat. You know what it is. We got Sacktown Raider Mike in the building, and he's dropping that what on you?
Matter time. There you go. There you go.
He hit you with that wet. Shout out to Robert Pena, man, and he follows it up, man, for real.
Matter time. There you go. There you go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Billy Davis in the building, man. What it is, man. What it is, Billy. I hope all is well with you, my guy. For real, for real. It's just I've been busy, bro. I've been busy. I got my son's going out of the country for the first time ever in a few weeks. He's going to France and Spain. Lucky him. So I have to get stuff together. We had to get some paperwork notarized, and I got to get him some backpacks and universal chargers and all kind of shit, man, on it for his trip that he's taking with his class. And also next week there will not be a show on Thursday and Friday, no show. I'll be out of town myself, man. We're going up to Portland, go see my mom, and my oldest brother's funeral is that Saturday. So I will be not online. You know what I mean? I will not be doing these lives next week, Thursday and Friday. So, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm rocking with y'all, man. Dick out. You feel me? No, I take that back. Oh, hold on, man. I just dropped some shit on the floor. All right. I'm just joking, man. I'm talking about my friend Dick. You might know him by Richard. Shout out to everybody out there, man. We in the building. Let me scroll down and catch up with y'all, man. Y'all in here acting for real. Eagle tearing in the building, man. Salute to you. Hope all is well. Got a good show for you today, too, for y'all. I got a real damn good break. If y'all seen the thumbnail, you would know. You know, boy, the similarities are scary. Not even scary. But we know what we got back in '99 when we got Rich Gannon, and now we have Geno Smith. Boy, I wanted to compare like what kind of team did the Raiders have, and then what was like the system that Gannon came into with the Raiders when John Gruden and them was here 1999 when he came in here. What was that team like as far as all the aspects compared to what Geno Smith is getting into coming to the Raiders in 2024 or 25? Yeah, 2025. Boy, wait when y'all see this breakdown, bruh. It is crazy how the shit is damn near identical. Now, will the identical outcome happen? Will Geno be able to take us to the promised land in year 2? Can he do it in year 1? I don't know. But it's awfully crazy how this shit is equivalent, congruent to each other as far as Geno Smith and Rich Gannon goes, bruh. So we might be on our way to seeing successful days again, man. But besides that, man, hope all is well with y'all. My 2 cents in the building. Salute to you, my brother. Hope all is well. My Regina, homegirl in the building with the yee. You already know, girl. Bay Area. That's right. Bay Area. She already know, man. That's the homegirl right there for real. Let me see what else we got up in the building. Be out in the Mickey Ficky building. What it is, my guy, man. Hope all is well with you. Yes, indeed. Eagle Terry dropped the motherfucking 5th ward.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. I'm going to get his voice down. There you go. There you go. I'm going to get it down. Watch. I'm going to get it down. Let me see. Who else we got up in the building? Oh, sucky. You already know. The homie done stepped in, and you know how we bring it in right.
My name is D-Nice. My name is D-Nice.
D-Nice in the building. My guy, man, what it is, man. Hope all is well, man. For real. Let me see. He said nobody wants my bootleg Temu. It ain't no bootleg Temu jersey. I didn't get it off of Temu. I got it on Facebook Marketplace. So, scratch your dirty neck. SoCal Sound the building, man. Salute to you. Hey, when we was younger, that's what all the motherfuckers used to say. Ooh, boom, scratch your dirty neck. My neck ain't dirty. My mama make me wash my neck. What the fuck you talking about? Let's go. Just received my jersey today. I appreciate you. That's right. Shout out Raider Nation, man. For real. Congratulations once again on being one of the selected few to win the Raiders' first round draft pick. And we do this every draft, y'all. So don't trip. Next year, round 1, whoever that pick is, 2 lucky subscribers will get that jersey, man. Courtesy of Raiders Allegiance, man. For real. I got it at the swap meet, Myra. So now what? No, I'm fucking with you. Let me see. Who else we got in the building, man? We got to start this show. Oh, there go my girl, Miss Peaches. Oh, y'all got to see Peaches. Hey, she working on this. She got this motherfucking tattoo. Hey, yes, she got the Raiderette Peaches tattoo rocking. Yeah, y'all wait though. Hey, she might want to add some more to it. We're gonna see what she do, but we're gonna unveil it. Y'all gonna see it at the pool party. That's right, the 2nd annual home opener pool party this year in September, Sunday, the day before the Monday night game versus the Chargers at the what we having it at? Oh, at the God dang, I'm drawing a blank for real. The Eiffel Tower. Not the one in France, but the one on the strip, man. You already know, man. We're gonna be doing it from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. that Sunday. I went ahead and just do it that Sunday because Sunday night there's some other activities jumping off, and I will be in attendance, hopefully. So we'll see. But yes, the 2nd annual home opener pool party. Free for bring your family, bring your kids. There's gonna be food there. We're gonna have raffles, music, and we're gonna. And since it's on a Sunday, we get to watch other teams in our division get their ass whooped before we hit the big stage of the bright lights on Monday Night Football. So y'all come on through, hang with your boy, man. If y'all want to hang all day, hey, the pool is free. Come get your swim shorts and your outfits, and you know what I mean, jump in that pool, cool off one time, because you know how hot it get in Vegas. Boy, I tell you, hot enough to make you cuss. For real, for real. All right, man. Let me see who else we got up in the building, man, before we get started. Let me see. I'm scrolling. I'm trying to get. Hopefully, everyone has a good 4th. Hell yeah, 4th of July. Don't forget, we're giving away Jim Otto's jersey, man. For real, for real. Who else we got up here? Giant Farpo, man. What the fuck, dog? That's my dog. That's my dog right there. That's my dog. Let's go.
I'm out of time. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Furple, stay active in the chat. That motherfucker make me. I didn't. Hey, if I was the one to keep saying Raiders every time y'all drop that in the chat, man, I'd be hoarse right now. For real, for real. And Penny, I can't forget about Penny, man.
I'm out of time. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Look, and here go Furpo again. Y'all motherfuckers will kill me. I'm going, man. If y'all don't stop doing this shit, no, y'all keep it up.
I'm out of time. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Furpo, okay, that's enough, Furpo. I can't eat the whole show time up with just Raiders all the time. There you go. There you go. You, we feel you, bro. You repping that silver and black to the fullest. I see you, man. For real, for real. Man, you ain't gonna be. Hey, I bet you all the RAIDERS's on your keyboard is like you can't see them no more. You done hit Raiders so many times in the chat. I bet you on your keyboard or on your phone. Hey, those are just rubbed off. They're just smudged off your phone or your computer, wherever you watching the show from. For real. All right, y'all. So here we go. Let's get into the show. Before I get started, let's go ahead and bring this up real quick. There was a blockbuster trade today between the Steelers and Dolphins, and it kind of, in some way, affects the Raiders. Everybody wanted Jalen Ramsey. Well, guess what? You don't get him. He's going to the Steelers. So in this trade, the Steelers get cornerback Jalen Ramsey, tight end Jonnu Smith, and a 2027 7th-round pick from the Dolphins, and in return, the Dolphins get safety Minkah. I hope I'm saying his name. Minkah Fitzpatrick, and a 2027 5th-round pick. Now the thing is, with the contract of Ramsey, the Steelers will be picking up majority of Ramsey's contract, while the Dolphins will cover $3 million of it. That's what I knew. That was. I was hoping at least Miami picks up half of the contract. Half of it. They're picking up $3 million. You know what I mean? So that's what that is, man. Yeah, so that was a big trade. So Ramsey is now a Steeler. Fitzpatrick now returns back to the Dolphins, who did draft him. Wow. You shouldn't have never let that motherfucker go. Anyway, shout out to everybody out there, man. Who we got up in here, rolling up in here, man? All right. So let's get into the show. We're talking about the comparisons of the similarities between Rich Gannon coming to the Raiders in 1999 with John Gruden there. And we know that changed our franchise. He came in. We finished that year 8-8. And the following year, I think, was his MVP year in 2000, and that's when we won. I think we won 12 games that year. We're gonna do the breakdown. I did a whole video breakdown for you guys, man. It's crazy. Both of these quarterbacks came to the Raiders when they were 34 years old. They both go to an offensive mind guy that can take this offense to another level, whether it was John Gruden or Chip Kelly. These guys are similar in more ways than one. When I start diving into the stats and look, I'm like, wait a minute. Can this be deja vu? Can it be deja vu? Because those three, 2000, 2001, 2002, we were Super Bowl contenders. Facts. 2000, AFC Championship, Baltimore Ravens. We lost. 2001, we know about the tuck rule. We should have went on and faced Pittsburgh in the AFC Championship, but you know how the referees worked that one. And 2002, we lost to Tampa Bay going up against John Gruden in the Super Bowl and got our ass handed to us from someone who made the playbook that we played in the Super Bowl against them with. Go figure. But can this be Can this be Rich Gannon 2.0 with Geno Smith? Well, shit. How about we just take a gander and see exactly the comparisons of these two and how eerie, resemble or similar these two guys are, man, as far as coming into the situation with the Raiders. Let's go.
Here's the tale of the tape breakdown of the similarities between Rich Gannon and Geno Smith when they joined the Raiders, including individual traits, team context, and Geno's potential trajectory. Individual similarities, age and experience. Both joined the Raiders at age 34 with reputations as late career journeymen. Neither had been viewed as a franchise QB prior. Career revival. Gannon revived his career in Kansas City, and Geno did the same in Seattle. Both showed they could excel when put in the right system. Leadership growth. Each matured over time. Gannon became a fiery field general. Geno a calm, respected veteran leader. Playing style. Both possessed underrated mobility and sharp decision-making. Not elite athletes, but savvy enough to extend plays and command an offense. Team situational parallels. Offensive-minded coaches. Gannon had John Gruden's West Coast scheme. Geno enters under Chip Kelly's spread tempo system, both QB-friendly and built around rhythm. Strong weapons. Gannon had Tim Brown and Charlie Garner. Geno has Brock Bowers and Ashton Jeanty. Young star combos. Defensive support. Both joined teams with average but improving defenses. Gannon benefited from a smart bend-don't-break unit. Geno will play behind Pete Carroll's ascending cover 3 scheme. Conclusion. Geno Smith's Raiders trajectory parallels Rich Gannon's in many compelling ways. Both arrived in Oakland and Vegas with doubts, but in QB-friendly systems. Each had veteran presence, mobility, and underrated leadership. The Raiders surrounded both with legitimate offensive weapons. Gannon thrived because the system fit his skill set, and the team bought in. Geno could follow suit if given stability and time. Geno's ceiling with the Raiders. Best case, 2-3 Pro Bowl caliber seasons. Leads Raiders to playoffs while mentoring Cam Miller. Realistic case, solid starter. Stabilizes the QB position. Helps bridge to the future without derailing competitiveness. Legacy case. The Gannon 2.0, who reignited a franchise's identity during a rebuild. Geno's potential trajectory. Short term. Like Gannon's 8-8 debut season, Geno can stabilize the position while learning Kelly's system and mentoring rookie QB Cam Miller. Mid-term. If protected and supported, Geno could have a Pro Bowl caliber season and lead the Raiders to the playoffs, just as Gannon did in year 2. Legacy outlook. While Gannon became an MVP and led the Raiders to a Super Bowl, Geno's ceiling is likely slightly lower, but he can be the bridge QB that revives the franchise's identity, builds a winning culture, and mentors the future without derailing competitiveness. In short, Geno Smith mirrors Rich Gannon as a late-blooming veteran walking into a system and situation that could bring out the best in him and change the course of the Raiders franchise again.
It's too many similarities, bruh. Like everything that we did with, like, when they said the debut of Rich Gannon, he went 8-8. What is Vegas saying we're going to win? They said 7 games. We went from 6.5 to 7. It's still going to go up. Once these preseason games show the world what these young rookies can do, and I'm speaking of Jeanty, I'm speaking of Thornton, Besh, Hemingway, Pegues, Porter, it's going to open eyes, and I guarantee you that number is going to jump up again to 8. And that's what Rich Gannon came in. 8-8 his first year, broke us 500. And that's what I expect. I said our floor, once I start learning and then I start seeing the mentality of Pete Carroll and what he brings to the team and exactly how manipulation is hard to, you know what I mean? It's hard for me to say it like that, but it's not a negative manipulate. You can manipulate people into doing good. Pete Carroll's just the Zen master. He's the Phil Jackson of the NFL. I mean, just he teaches a course on this shit in USC, bro. It's a course in college of exactly how to make show everybody is connected in some way or form. And then making it okay for you to be yourself. So now other people's accept you for who you are. You don't, some people, kind of are timid. They don't like to speak in front of large crowds, or maybe they just don't like being around, be the focal point of certain events. But Pete Carroll is stripping all that down. And then now you get to the point where I am who I am. I like country music, butt naked on the back of my pickup truck, fishing out the river, using hot dogs and jello as bait. It's okay. Some people I like fishing at the supermarket. It's already filleted, packaged up. All I gotta do is pay for it. Everybody's different, and that's okay. So once they get rid of all that putting up the wall, I don't, you know what I mean? Then now they become teammates, and now they starting them. Now this is when you move as one. When everybody understands everybody, we know what the fucking goal is, and we know what our responsibility and job is. We just seen a recent video, and I know y'all probably seen it too, of Geno Smith coaching what, a 7-on-7 flag football or something, and he was like, "That's why I get paid the big money." See, a lot of people, you're gonna hear narratives of that being negative, but you know what that showed me? Everything that Pete Carroll is teaching these guys about competition, it carries over off the field. This is why Pete Carroll has a basketball rim and make guys go one-on-one, and everything's a competition. That once that's your second nature to you to compete, guess what's going to happen on game day? You're about to compete your ass off, because that's all you've been doing during OTAs, during practice, during flag football, and you're coaching the team. Bruh, that's not a negative thing that Geno Smith was doing, but you're going to get it. Watch the picture be painted by the pundits that they go, "Oh, he getting a shouting match." Bruh, everybody knows it's just like playing dominoes. We shit talkers, and that's competition. We all want to win. There's no harm, no foul. So don't paint this man as, "Oh, he was in a shouting match. It was an argument. Oh, it almost came to fisticuffs." They're going to put all this bullshit. Watch what I tell you. It's going to be a whole bunch of bullshit narratives. And I'm like, I'm fine with what happened. That's the competitor in him. I want my quarterback to compete. I want him to go up against Patrick Mahomes and whoop his ass and compete to beat him. I don't want him to be soft-spoken and, "Oh, I'll try my best." No, I will do my best. I am him. That's what I want out there playing football, because that's all the quarterbacks that we ever, man, I'm him. Rich Gannon wasn't no punk. You know what I mean? Now, through his career with Kansas City and then Minnesota, it didn't look too great. Same with Geno Smith. The Jets, Seattle, you start seeing something in Seattle. Same with Rich Gannon when Kansas City started seeing something, but you didn't see what you saw when he came to the Raiders. That was a whole nother beast. We see a whole nother. You have not seen no video of Geno Smith going off like that competitively with any other team. Seattle, you never seen him. That's why, you know what I mean? He's ready for this moment. So I can't wait for the moment to unfold. But they're gonna paint that picture. They're gonna paint that picture that was a negative thing that you seen out of Geno Smith. He didn't threaten nobody. He didn't hit nobody. It was just competition. They won. That's why I get paid the big money, to win games. He's talking his shit. He deserved to talk his shit. And hey, have the ability to talk your shit with us, because that means you accomplished something if you talking your shit. Oh yeah, I want my quarterback to be like that. And I want every player on my team to be the same way. When you score a touchdown, I want you to show it. It's okay. I understand. Remember, Marshawn used to just want to shake hands, when he scored touchdowns. You know what I mean? But that was his thing. But I want Geno to be out there and be on one, because we got to be aggressive. Everybody's thinking that we're a doormat no matter who we add. They say, "Oh, the Raiders are on their way." Why do we have to be on our way? Why we can't be here? You know what I mean? I don't want to be on my way here. I want to be here. And the team's gonna know it. Don't be surprised if this team makes the playoffs and make noise in the playoffs, because you got a group of guys that they hear the shit talking outside of the franchise about we 6.5 games, like 2 years in a row, and we're not better at quarterback. We don't have a run game now. We don't have an offensive coordinator who can call plays that's gonna be successful on the field of play, which he's been successful with his offense multiple times. And you got the puppeteer, Pete Carroll, like, oh yeah, we gonna make this shit happen. The puppeteer. Watch. Man, it's just too many similarities with Rich Gannon. We done seen the story. We done seen it. It's a sequel. That's all this shit is a sequel. Hey, the Raiders is back. I'll say it. We're back. Are we going to go win 12 games this year? Probably not. But will this year be a stepping stone to win 12 games in the next years to come? Yes. Yes. Because if we do, and I said our floor is 9 games. The worst we going to do is 9 games this year. We're acting like we're playing all the playoff teams. We got 2 in our division, yes. But there's a lot of teams we're playing that had worse records than us because they had the pick before us. We play New England. We play Cleveland. We play Tennessee. We play these teams that's worse than us, had a higher draft pick. We play the Bears. Everybody, the Bears, Ben Johnson. It's the first time Ben Johnson ever coached a fucking team. And not just that, you got a rookie quarterback going into his second year that has to change the whole schematics of the offense being called again. Back to back. Ain't that the same shit we was saying about Carr? Oh, Carr ain't had the fair shot. You know how many coordinators he had to go through? Okay, now we got Caleb Johnson doing the same shit, or with the Bears and Ben Johnson. I said Caleb Johnson. Is it Caleb Williams? Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson. Now he has to relearn a whole new offense, and this is the first time Ben Johnson is doing it. And I guarantee you, a lot of first-time coaches, they don't hit the ground running like that. The only way they usually do is when they're being handed a team. Like when I'll give you an example of who was it? Pittsburgh. Perfect example. That team was already established. It was just one coach was stepping down. I'm handing the keys to that's coaching now. So he inherited a good franchise, a team already. This is not like you're going into the Bears. You still got to build that shit. You got a second-year quarterback. So, I don't expect the Bears to, the Bears going to make get the fuck out of here. You think the Bears is going to make the playoffs, bruh? Come on. Everything just been stripped down and redone. And with us, why is it different with us? Because look, we got Pete Carroll, we got Chip Kelly. Now, I already know it's not going to come out the gate looking pretty. My thing is not when do we get good, but how soon. How long will it take to get there? Is it going to be, because usually I generally give the rule of thumb of 4 games. Like betting on football, I don't bet on pro football till after week 4. Because there's going to be some teams that's going to make it look like, they the real deal and fall off. And there's going to be some teams that come out the gate slow that turns it on. So after 4 games, you're pretty much getting an idea of what your team really is. So I'm expecting around 4 games for them to gel. The offensive line is pretty much intact. Kappa's the only new booty there. Think about it. Kappa's the only new booty on that offensive line. Geno is not a rookie quarterback or going into his second year, and he's playing for a coach he played for the last few years with. So that learning curve is, no, I don't have to get used to my head coach. I already know him. You know what I mean? The defense, you added some length. You added some new guys on there, but all on the back end. You getting Kuntz back. Hopefully Wilkins worked this situation off that he got going on, and we'll see an improvement from Tyree, hopefully. Max Crosby back and healthy. You got veteran linebackers. We're trying to stop the run. Our front 7 is trying to stop the run. We're trying to stop the run. We want teams to pass. That's why we got all that length in the secondary. We want to pick off passes to give that ball back to Geno Smith in that offense. and we're gonna run. You're not gonna watch. Everybody's predicting this shit already. They said expect Genty. We know that Chip Kelly's gonna run. We know Pete Carroll wants to run. The offensive line is pretty much still intact with two guys that are going into their second year, still developing and becoming. JBJ is gonna be better. DJ Glaze is gonna be better. Colton Miller is healthy, bruh. The sky's the limit. It's up to them how soon they can gel. That's all we waiting on. But yeah, this situation with Geno Smith, it is very similar to Rich Gannon, bruh. And Rich Gannon got us to a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? When he came here, year one, filling everything out, 8-8. Okay, we rock with. Matter of fact, let me see something real quick because I want to check out this shit. Where my shit at? Hold on real quick. I want to. I should have brought this up too. So that was that Rich Gannon first year? Hold on, let me see what this was. So let me show you. Here's another thing that's real eerie. Hold on, before I even get to that point, man. Hold on, let me research this shit real quick. Oh my god. Hold on. I'm gonna bring this shit up. Let me bring this shit up on here. We need this shit is even weirder, bruh. I just seen some more stats on this shit. Watch this. Okay, we gonna bring this up. You know what? Can I where yeah, I need the years, dog. I need the year. Okay, here we go. I want more than that though. Okay, so that was that one. See, John Gruden. Yep, it was 80. That was before where is Rich Gannon? I need Rich Gannon's when he came. Is this nope. Wait a minute. That's all that shit. I need to give me the stats. Give me the stats, Statman. 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 Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna get this shit is crazy. I just seen something that's like the same shit again. Okay, here we go. I'm looking at the quarterbacks. I'm looking for the quarterbacks. Where are we at? Quarterback. I seen Geno Smith. Quarterbacks. Oh, that's right. That's current roster. I need to. Where is the What year was it? Gannon came in '99. But I want to know who the fuck was the. Okay, here is this it? Nope, that's division championships, AFC championships, Super Bowl. I need regular season. Where are you? Raiders, rivals, ownership, player role. That's champ history. Damn. I gotta scroll through all this shit. Oh, what was that? Nope, that's not it. God dang it. Hot damn. History 2025 Oakland Raiders. Yeah, let's Oakland Raiders. That was the Vegas Raiders. Let me see. Let me see. I know it was 99, but the year before, when did Rich Gannon sign with the Oakland Raiders? 1999.
Oakland Raiders as a free agent on February 15th, 1999. He joined after playing for other teams, and the Raiders gave him a 4-year, $16 million.
Okay, so 1999 he came to the Raiders. He went 8-8. The previous year before that, they were 8-8 as well, and that was before they went 12-4. So in 1997, the Raiders were 4-12. 4-12. The following year, this was the year before Gannon came to the Raiders. They were 8-8. They went 8-8 back to back, 80 or 98 and 99. 2000, we weren't 12. We were what, 12-4? So yeah, in 1997 we were 4-8. We finished third in the division. Yeah, third in the no, we were fourth in the division. That's back before the divisions when Seattle left to go to the NFC. So we were 4-12 in 1997. We were 4 and fucking, what was he, 4-13 last year? Yeah, 4-13 last year. The following year they go 8-8. In 90, what was it? That was 98, wasn't it? Yep, 98. Let me see. No, that's 2000. Why did he put 2024? Raiders. Oh man. This shit here. Raiders record. 1998. So in 1998, we went 8-8. Now when Rich Gannon came in 99, that was our second consecutive 8. Yep, that was 8. We were 8-8 that year. And here's the crazy part about the division that year. In that AFC West in 1999, Seattle finished 9-7 and won the division. Then we had the Chiefs behind them with 9-7. Chargers were 8-8. Raiders were 8-8. Broncos were 6-10. So that you could have won there was a 1-game difference of winning that division at 8-8. But then the following year, 2000. Now this is when so we know that Rich Gannon came in 99 and signed a 4-year deal, $16 million. He went 8-8 his first year. What does the first year? We're assuming that we might be around 8-8. Well, it ain't gonna be 8-8 because 17 games. 8 or 9 wins we're expecting that this year. To me, that's the floor. I think it could go higher, depending though. It depends. But I don't think no less than 9 wins. So that's pretty much exactly what we're thinking Geno Smith is going to do in his first year with the Raiders is what Rich Gannon did his first year with the Raiders. But this is where it gets interesting. What do you think Geno Smith will do his second year? After another draft because right now it looks like our draft picks we hit on. We got veteran guys at linebacker to stop the run. We filling gaps right now, but we still have not had the next draft and the next free agency when we're having $100 million under the, you know what I mean? Where we're going to have money under the cap as well as we still got all our draft picks. So my thing is this. What do you think this team, will this team be better next year? Of course it should be. Of course, you should go out there and have another strong draft. You done already addressed. You're not going to draft a tight end. You're probably not going to draft a running back. Wide receivers, we got 2 of. We actually got 3 because Malott. I didn't know Malott was working with the second team on the was it special team? Was it special teams? They said, but he's working with the second team. No, he wide receiver slot. They working with the second team. So all of our rookies are either first or second team right now. It seemed like that's what I'm hearing. 2000 when Gannon went into his second year, that's when the Raiders went 12-4. It took 1 year to learn what Gruden wanted in the offense, add more pieces to that team to get that team better defensively as well. That was then we end up when did we bring Jerry Rice in? See, this is when did Jerry Rice sign with the Raiders?
Jerry Rice joined the Oakland Raiders on June 5th, 2001.
So 2001, Jerry Rice wasn't even there yet in Gruden's second year. So it makes you, and now we understand when you added Jerry Rice with Tim Brown, you got both of them was 1,000 yards in that season too. You had your 1-2. We're still trying to figure out our 1-2 because we still don't know what Thornton is going to be. We have an idea. We have an idea, but imagine this. What is Thornton in year 2? What is Besh in year 2? What is Genty in year 2? What does that offensive line look in year 2 after if you get a solid free agent, you know what I mean? Or go out there and draft some more linemen. But what is this team going to look like in year 2 of Geno Smith and Pete Carroll? The secondary. What does the secondary linebacker? There's a shitload of linebackers in next year's draft. Guess what? I guarantee you we'll get 1 or 2. Because everything came in doubles this year. Well, actually, wide receivers, we got 3 of them. We converted a quarterback into a wide receiver. We got 2 defensive linemen. We got 2 offensive linemen. Everything came in 2s. As far as the top part of the draft. Running back, we only went with 1, but we got the best one. We still got young guys that if they can stay healthy. If Sincere McCormick can stay healthy, can he continue to do what he did before he got hurt last year? You know what I mean? Does Chip Kelly know exactly how to use these guys to their strength so they don't sit there and suffer the fan base? Boo! We don't want Zamir. Get Zamir out of here. You can't see shit. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of things that, like, bruh, there's a lot of similarities with the Raiders back in 99 as it is with the Raiders of 2025. It's just, and life does that. Sometimes shit go full circle. We had to go through all these years of not finding the right coach, not having the right team, trying this coordinator and that coordinator and this head coach and that head coach, nothing. But see, I think they were trying to do it on their own. People want to knock Mark Davis. You got to remember, Mark Davis was never groomed to be an owner. This is shit he has to learn along the way. And usually when you never been taught something, the only thing that's going to teach you is your fuck ups. That's why I say mistakes are your best friend. You got to embrace your fuck ups. It's going to teach you what not to do. You know what I mean? So you have to make mistakes. But it's going to be interesting to see. I'm interested. I want to see year 1. Give me show me what our foundation is this season. If it's 8-9, if it's 9-7, show me. 10-7, or no, I said 9-7. 9-6, 10-7. Show me what it is. Where are we starting at this year? Last year, that 4 wins last year, I'm not paying that no mind. But this year, show me what we are right this year. And we got to go through a whole season to find this out. Are we better than what we think we are? Or are we not as good as we think we are? A lot of questions are going to be asked and a lot of answers are going to come. And we're going to know exactly what do we have going in. Because year 2 is going to be very important. That's when you turn everything over. That's when the losing stops. That's when people start, when they mention the Raiders, they got a chance. And I ain't talking about a chance of making the playoffs, a chance of winning the Super. Win 12 games and watch what happens. Watch how the narrative changed about the Raiders. No, y'all didn't have that same energy before. You didn't have. You said Genty went too high. I thought I knew Genty was who he was, but I didn't want to go at 6 with him because my thing was, and they did exactly what my theory was, but they did it around later. I said trade back a couple of times, get more picks in the second, then go all out. But what they do, they trade back a couple of times in the second and got more picks in the third. I was one round too quick. But that's what I wanted them to do because I know there's a lot of holes, but there's a lot of depth at certain positions in that draft. Running back was there. Even if we did do that route, I think we still would have been okay. But Genty, if he's a generational dude, then that's the dude you grab. And from what I'm hearing, they think he might be the one to get rookie of the year, bro. It's going to be hard against a quarterback. But then again, what rookie quarterback is starting this year? You know what I mean? Cleveland? Is it Shador or Tyler Shaw? It won't be. I'm trying to think. What quarterback? Tennessee with Cam Ward? I don't see none of them having a real. I don't see a duplicate of what Jaden Daniels did with Washington. That's the thing. I don't see that. That was just one of them. You put him with the right coordinator, bro. That was, you know what I mean? That's why we wanted the coordinator. But I mean, he wasn't gonna do that with AOC. So I mean, hey, it didn't matter if we would have got bruh. You know what I mean? Shit, you ain't gonna have AOC running quarterback sneaks like that. You might run quarterback sneak him to the sideline. You could, you know what I mean? You could take AOC and quarterback sneak him to the sideline. You get some Gatorade or some shit, but you not gonna quarterback sneak him in the game. What you think you gonna bust one for 30 yards? What? Nigga, what? We gonna have to drug test the chat if that's the case. You know what I mean? He said Geno Vick. Hey, I'm not mad at that one, bro. I think Chip Kelly and Geno, watch what these motherfuckers do, bro. I just can't wait to see the play call. You know what I mean? I want to see some play like what the fuck they just run. You know what I mean? And where the whole defense is on one side of the field and the ball actually went the other way. Like really, they gonna fool these motherfuckers. I just Chip Kelly is just he may not have been a hellified head coach, but offensive coordinator, you can't deny him. You know what I mean? Like calling plays, creating plays is what he does. Now running a whole team, but everybody says that knows Chip Kelly said every stop he became a better person because his failures taught him. All the way, they said all the way to Ohio State. That Chip Kelly at Ohio State ain't the same you've seen with the Niners or Philadelphia. It's not the same one. It's not the same offense that you've seen at Oregon. And that's what you want you want them to evolve as well as the players. You know what I mean? But all in all, man, yeah, it's man. No, he doesn't need to be rookie of the year, but bruh, if you're a run heavy team and a Chip Kelly offense, I'll tip my hat towards Genty being a finalist. It'd be different if we were just an air raid offense and you got Genty, because this is the thing that's going to really put Genty over the hump as far as the ROI talk. And it's not just his rushing. You see him at camp. They're going to implement him in the passing game too, bro. I would not be surprised if he's around as much damage as he can cause with his legs. I say if he gets 300 or 400 yards receiving on a 1,200 yard rushing season, 1,200 yards rushing with about 300 to 400 yards receiving, if that don't get you rookie of the year, that non-quarterback, if there's no rookie quarterbacks doing what Jaden did, nobody's seen that happening. We knew Jaden was going to be good, but not that quick. Who else we got? J-Dog in the building, man. Salute to you. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a fun season. I'm here for it. I look forward to good things. I see this shit happening, bro. How soon does it happen? I'm not gonna put no guess on it. My guess, and like I said, our floor is 9 wins. 9 wins at the minimum. 9 wins at the minimum is what I'm seeing. Just because of a lot of these weak teams that we're playing are at home. There's not a lot of game, not to mention Geno Smith in dome games is like that motherfucker Superman. You know, majority of our games are in a dome. I think it's 12 games we got indoors. Okay. You know what I would like to get? I want to get the stat. You know, I might do this tomorrow. Let's do Genty tomorrow. I want to get a stat of Genty outside compared to inside, and then also grass compared to turf. I want to see what Genty. I remember in high school I used to love playing on turf just because the grip was there. You know what I mean? Like you can cut on a dime. I used to love that shit, boy. Oh, I can cut on a dime on the motherfucker, boy. When I was wearing the Nike Sharks high top. Come on, man. I was I was having fun with that shit. But that because our home field was Portland State's field, so we didn't have natural grass. We played on turf, but hey, just the grip. But you can also get injured that way because your foot can get caught. You get hit, you know what I mean? So there's positives and negatives. But I'm curious. I never looked at the stats of Genty on grass versus turf, and then Genty indoors compared to outdoors, since we know Geno Smith is way better inside than he is out, and the majority of our games are inside. That's scary. All our home games inside. You got the Texans inside. Who else we got that was inside as well? And then we don't have a lot of cold weather games. So I like the fact that we're getting the East Coast run out the way when we go travel. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, LA dome game, Chargers, or not the couch that the Chargers sleep on. You know, they got the Rams insignia on there. Billy Davis, I believe that, but I'm saying minimum. If there's a floor in the ceiling, our floor is 9 games, our ceiling is 12. I'm saying within that 9 and 12 win area, the Raiders will be this year. 12 is a great, like we didn't expect. It'll be like 12 wins would be like what the Commanders did last year. It'd be that, like, surprising wise, not like we can't compare a rookie quarterback to Geno. I'm saying as far as just nobody expected it. I don't expect 12 wins, but the powers that be and Pete Carroll and Patrick Graham and Chip, these are all veteran ass coaches that know how to. We gonna get that buggy going a little faster than, you know what I mean, and get to where we're trying to go a little quicker than what we usually would have done it. Because Pete Carroll ain't got no time to waste, bro. 73, he's going strong right now, bro. But I done seen situations where it can turn for the worse quick. You know what I mean? You could do so much, but sometimes a lot of shit is hereditary. You know what I mean? It's just, you got to keep tabs on them. But I think he's the kind of person, it's like with a lot of people. If they stay active, no matter what age they are, they live a long life when they're active doing things they love. When you just sit around and just wait to expire, that's no good. That's no good. You got to live life. Constant. I'm noticing all the people that I'm talking about, people in their 80s and 90s, as long as they stay active and doing things they love, they stay around for longer than what we thought. You know what I mean? So that's one thing too. Jack Ken in the building, man, all 7'2" of them. Dunking on goalposts without even jumping. That's my guy, Jack Ken in the building, man. Salute to you. Rowdy Raider in the building, man. Salute. Is Stephon Gilmore available, and would you bring him in? You know what? I'm gonna say no. I wouldn't bring him in. A lot of people want to go out here and trade, and you know what I mean. And I'm like, with all the good things, you gotta let these young guys get reps. You know what I mean? And if we're really checking out Porter, and Porter's really doing this, he's working with the ones, and I'm like, sometimes you find the people that are just natural at position. You know what I mean? Like, he's a natural. Porter, with him having the experience of being a former wide receiver, it helps him a lot. And not the fact that he's 6'4" and has a 4.3 flat 40. You know what I mean? Like the God given shit with the shit of what you went through of being a wide receiver for 3 years and then converting to a corner, that's helping him. So if you went and got a corner, a veteran corner, whose reps is he taking from the development? Is he taking Porter's reps? Because you're not going to bring a veteran in. If we're really with Eric Stokes is, if he's penciled in as a starter, he's a veteran too. You're not going to bring a veteran to replace a veteran. You would probably want 2 veterans out there. But then now you're hampering Porter's development. You know what I mean? Rather than having baptism by fire, let him get out there. I'm not worried. See, a lot of it's the thing. I like Porter. I mean, I love Porter because it's just his intangibles make it where, say for instance, he does get beat. He has the speed to make up for it. He has the height to defend a lot of different wide receivers by knocking the ball away or intercepting it. There's not going to be a lot of wide receivers that's going to burn. Who's going to burn past? And I'm going to tell y'all like the same thing I say about Thornton. He clocked at a 4.3 flat. Now, one thing I know about running track, because I ran for my church years ago, when it comes to times, that time is not going to be consistent 4.3, 4.3, 4.3, 4.3 every time. There's going to be a couple of times he runs a 4.27 on a great day. A bad day, it might be a 4.38, 4.4 on a bad day. You got to remember, how fast is a 0.1 of a second? 10th of a second. How fast is that? That's not a lot of time to really, you know what I mean? Now, gradually, that 0.1 can add up. Boom, boom. You know what I mean? Every 5 seconds, but you adding on to it, and the league gets bigger and bigger. But he can recover. He has the speed to recover. So don't just think if you got a receiver out there that maybe he was a 4.27. I guarantee you, I bet you Porter been clocked at a 4.27 before, and Thornton as well. Because your times can fluctuate. You know what I mean? It can fluctuate. So you might have a good day where you get out the block fast enough. It might be days where you get out the blocks a little bit slower. Your time is going to be affected by that. So I like Porter. Leave Porter alone. Let him, if he's the starter, let him start. That is Pete Carroll's that's Pete Carroll's project right there. He's going watch what he's going to turn Porter into one of the best corners in the league. That's what he's going to work with him, because that clay that he has to work with, bruh, top of the line. He got a guy that's 6'4", a corner that's 6'4", runs a 4.3 flat, bruh, that played quarterback for 3 years. So he knows the ins and outs of what to, pay attention to, know what the quarterback is doing when he's, you know what I mean? He knows all this, and he's facing the quarterback playing this shit. He's a big dude. He ain't no little ass corner. It ain't one of them 5'10" corners that just happens to have 4.3 speed. No, he's 6'4" with that shit. What? Give me that all day. Find me his twin. Find me somebody that's just like him. You know what I mean? But hey, there's big things to look forward to, y'all. I'm about to get my ass up off of here, but I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. This has been a good show. Mike G came in late, but he's here, though. That's all that matters, man. Shout out to you, bro. Hey, Frank in the building. Frank Weber in the building, man. Salute to you. Let me see. Make sure I got everybody before I get up out of here, man, for real. I begged to, well, yeah, I'm full. But see, then again, everybody's going to run. This is going to be the same for everybody then in full uniform. So what? Instead of a 4.3, he's running a 4.35. You know what I mean? If I'm being slowed down with the uniform, the motherfucker I'm guarding is too. So you know what I mean? Thornton is that guy, and Porter's that guy. I can't wait, man. I want to see practice so bad to see those two guys go at it. I know they got Porter and Thornton going at it, bro. They match up perfectly. That's a perfect matchup, and this is what I'm saying. There's a lot of teams that don't have neither one of these two. They don't have that corner that size and fast. They don't have that wide receiver that big and that fast. To see those two, like, that's the only way they're going to get that work. That's the only way they're going to get that work is against each other. And that's what's going to make them, you talk about iron sharpening iron, two rookies, and they, like, matched up evenly, speed and height. That, I want to see that shit at camp, bruh. I want to see that. For real. That's got to be dope as shit. All right. Hey, I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. I'm about to get up out of here. Got to hit the old workflow, man. Get ready for this 4th of July weekend. Don't forget, there will be a jersey giveaway Friday. You must be subscribed to the channel or you won't be able to enter. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But hey, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for pulling up. Shout out to everybody that's here for the first time. If you're watching for the first time, please subscribe. And here's another giveaway. Once we hit 3,000 subs, guess what? One lucky subscriber will get a brand new TV. That's right. A brand new TV. So hopefully we can get there before the season start. Will we get there? I don't know. We're real close. We're at 24, 25, 2,000. 2,425, I think, the last time I checked. Because I ain't been on Thursday and Friday, so I ain't been able to put the links out there for live shows. But shout out to y'all, man. I'm about to get up out of here, though. But you know what it is, man. Hey, it's the Lunatic Raider Show with your boy Lunatic Raider, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. And I'll be here tomorrow, same Raider time, same Raider channel, man. Thank y'all for pulling up. And like I always say about this time, I'm out this. Let me clear my... Hold on, I need some agua. Me. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I'm out this. B-I-H.